A tourist in Jamaica dies after drinking 21 drinks in a bar-sponsored contest. A Brooklyn correctional officer has huge problems related to his penis. And a California senior risked her life to save her Gucci glasses. These stories and more coming at you today, Monday, July 3rd, on Real Life Real Crime Daily. And I'm Jim Chapman.
And I'm Woody Overton.
And I'm Mike Agovino, and I'm wondering why so many penis stories, Jim. I think his anaconda love, his self-love is.
I do love it. My
producing
anaconda.
all of the audience doesn't want this many penis stories.
I don't know. I mean, half the world has penises.
Is it a good penis or a bad penis?
We'll get to the penis story. We'll get to the penis story,
especially here on 4th of July Eve.
Yes, Hey. Happy 4th of July Eve.
Happy 4th of July Eve.
Happy birthday,
is there a
America.
song for that?
No, we should sing happy birthday to America.
Yes.
That's Lee Greenwood had a song for that, didn't he?
God bless the USA.
Are you you blowing up a bunch of shit tonight?
Well, tonight would be the 3rd.
Yeah, but you blow it. You don't
last year, I got to sit on the boat down in Cocodrie, and they do the big fireworks thing. Which is bigger than the one in Baton Rouge. Normally, this year, I'm probably going to be if I blow up something, I'll just shoot something.
Well, I am going to I'm actually at the Beau Rivage right now as we speak. And I will be watching their fireworks display, which is, of course, tomorrow, Tuesday. On the Gulf of Mexico. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Well, on my way home today, I'm going to pass
a
fireworks store that's about the size of a Home Depot there right off of I-55.
Yeah, that's it. They actually wholesale to all these people that have the tents and stuff.
Can they not sell to the public?
I'm sure they could. But that place has been there forever.
They're going to love me there, aren't they?
I'm sure they are.
You're going to want to buy the snakes and sparklers.
Yeah.
Mike's going to get the sparklers.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't, everywhere I've lived prior to here, you couldn't blow stuff. You couldn't buy fireworks in California.
Really?
You couldn't buy them in New York. No.
Oh, wow.
That was my first chance to do like a major purchase.
We usually blow shit up big time.
You ever make sparkler bombs?
And more cases on sparkler bombs too.
Okay, I'm gonna buy some shit and video it. I'll probably come in like, who is the guy that used to play for Jason Pierre-Paul, who blew up his hand on
the football player
on 4th of July. He's on Tampa now, but he's got
be careful with the fireworks.
Got like a lobster claw now instead of a hand. So yes, be careful.
Happy birthday, America!
Don't follow Mike.
Woody, you ever entered a drinking contest?
Oh, yeah. Every week.
It's a contest with yourself. See if you can get one more down. I love it. Well, you have to be careful with that. A tourist has died in Jamaica after trying to drink 21 cocktails on a bar menu in Jamaica.
He's evidently not a trained professional like me.
Evidently not. Timothy Southern, 53, was on vacation with his children, sister, and other family members. They were staying at the Caribbean's most luxurious hotel in Jamaica's tour spot town of St. Anne. And he had been drinking beer and brandy that morning when he joined brandy. Who drinks brandy? Do you drink brandy?
I've drank Cavassier before.
Yeah.
Like
Mike?
I've had it. I wouldn't have it in the morning in Jamaica.
Yeah. Wasn't it Willy Wonka that said brandy is dandy, but liquor is quicker?
Really?
It was, yeah. It was definitely
every time I
Willy
hear
Wonka.
The bird's the word. What's the price? Twice as nice.
Oh, yes. Very good. Well, he was drinking brandy that morning when he joined a pair of Canadian tourists who were trying to complete the 21 cocktail challenge before midnight to celebrate one of their birthdays. The investigation into the incident determined that Southern made it through 12 of those drinks when he decided to return to his hotel room. Family members were concerned when they found him there. One of them said he was on his back choking. I put him in the recovery position and screamed for an ambulance. He was making a gargling sound. As soon as he was in the recovery position, he vomited. I was shouting his name with no response. The relative said that even when a nurse arrived to help, little was done. An ambulance had not been called, and the nurse did not take action to save him. I thought she would take over, but that was not the case. This from a family member. I said, don't just sit there looking at him. Start CPR. She only gave him chest compressions. Maybe if she had known what she was doing, maybe he would still be here. This lady's obviously salty about that. The service and treatment he received was disgusting. Now, according to reports, a pathologist in Jamaica ruled the cause of death acute gastrointestinus due to alcohol consumption. So he literally drank himself to death.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch out, man.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you should do anything responsibly. But that nurse, I'm pretty sure that the medical training to be a nurse in Jamaica is probably not U.S. standards, right?
Yeah. Well, and he was puking all over himself.
Yeah, I hate that the dude died.
Well, and that family should have called our buddy Roy and had Roy do the autopsy there, so they know exactly what the hell happened.
Yes,
they're relying on a Jamaican autopsy there.
I agree.
That's right.
I agree.
Roy from Louisiana Forensics.
Yeah.
Well, audience, there's only
one. Louisiana,
underneath
the
Roy
giant
Provost
American flag. The only place in Louisiana that you can get
where to go, people.
Private autopsy done. Not yours, because you can order it yourself, but your family get it done for you.
It's painful if you order it yourself and have it done.
Imagine.
You
but
wait until you're
they're
not
great
here.
people and take care of families in their biggest hour of need. Now, back to last time we talked about pizza, right? And I've had New York pizza and Chicago pizza. I've pretty much had pizza everywhere, but this is in California. And a knife-wielding man stalks a California pizzeria worker, then douses himself with lighter fluid and tries to set him on fire. The crazy incident happened Sunday afternoon at Allegro Pizza in Thousand Oaks, where the employee was preparing pies for a shift. As the cook was prepping pizza at about 1:45 p.m., the creep, with his little dog in tow, walked in through the back door of the store, grabbed a knife, and began chasing after the cook. The pizza joint's owner, Paul Ferrero, said, the guy grabs a knife and starts going after him. He thought it was a joke. He thought it was water. Then the smell of gasoline filled the kitchen, and that was when he reacted. Surveillance footage shows the knife-wielding assailant and his dog inside the kitchen. The man is holding what appears to be a lighter fluid bottle. After the initial altercation, the cook was able to run out the door to the rear parking lot, where he began screaming for help. The attacker continued to chase outside and now had a lighter in his hand. At that point, an unnamed Good Samaritan ran outside to help the cook. The suspect started throwing gasoline at the Samaritan and began flicking at his lighter, and I could just see this in my mind's eye. And so the Samaritan, with no time to spare, wound up and punched the attacker in the face and knocked him out cold. The witness told Fox 11 Los Angeles, I just pulled up. The guy just knocked out. And then his head was bleeding, and then there was another guy in the parking lot, and he was saying, you need to get out of here, or I'm going to knock you out again. The suspect, Robert Wright Haight, 61 of Palo Alto, was arrested on charges of attempted murder, use of a deadly weapon, and assault with caustic chemicals. His bail was set at $500,000. He was just not in his right mind. Thank God nobody got hurt. And Miss Jerry would be happy the dog evidently didn't get hurt.
Yes, she would. She would be very happy.
Haight had allegedly attacked two other people before entering this pizzeria. He claimed that people were trying to kill him, and I think he might be loco. Having mental issues or something, said Ferrero. Hey, Mike, what's the Italian word for loco?
Pazzo would be crazy. Pazzo.
There you go. All right. So Jerry Ann would also be happy to know the dog was brought to the shelter.
That's good
all
as well.
right. Let me ask you another one. Mike. What's the Italian word for dog?
I'll not only tell you the word, but I'll tell you why I know the word.
The Mexican is perro.
Cane. Looks like cane. Cane.
Huh. Kanye West?
That's my Rosetta. That's my Rosetta Stone training. No, it is not Kanye. It is Kanye. C-A-N-E.
Rosetta Stone. That's you've been studying. That's why I was testing you. All right.
I've been a good
But then
boy.
I got one more. If you've really been studying, this one would tell the tale, or if you're lying. All right. So, Mike,
oh God, you're gonna
what is the Italian word for pizzeria?
Would he really?
Yeah.
That would be pizzeria, which is comes from the word pizza, which has universal meaning. It's the same in every country of the world, and area, which means place of. So technically,
So
it is
must be
place of pizza would be pizzeria.
I would assume the area part is Italian. Oh, I guess pizza is too. But hey, you did it good. Now on the Rosetta Stone, I'm very proud.
Very good.
All right. And that's all I have to say about that.
That guy, I mean,
What? Hey, it takes all kinds of will make the world go around. Once again, there you have it, people.
He was-
real life, real crime.
he was puzzle. This story shocked me when I came across it. Just, I don't know, but you think of things in places like Australia, New Zealand, that everybody is happy. It's all fun, because the only things we are ever exposed to about Australia are, how great it is, kangaroos and big waves and
Gold mining,
and a reef and some great white sharks
We have
maybe, but
huge lifer base in Australia and New Zealand also, and a lot of my two of my dream team moderators are from Australia, and I was supposed to do 4 shows in Australia and they were scheduled when COVID happened. 2 weeks.
Well,
but we need
over.
we need to get those rescheduled.
We need to go back as real life real crime daily.
But this is a story about gangster wars in Australia, and there's a really unique twist to it where
firearms.
These people that are high up in these gangs are all workout maniacs.
Really?
And they're being whacked at the gym.
Really?
So
That's crazy.
regardless of doctors' advice, it becomes extremely dangerous for Aussie gang bosses to stay in shape. Call me poorly informed, but I had no idea there was major organized crime down under. They market it as nothing but sunshine kangaroos and koalas, so who knew? But apparently there is major biker gang activity in Australia, and it seems the bosses are getting whacked at the gym. Aussie's gangland love affair with the gym is literally killing them. Their daily workout rituals are leading to their executions. Alan Muradian, age 48, is the latest underworld boss to die as a result of his fitness habit. He was gunned down in an underground car park on his way to the gym on Tuesday. But he is only one in a string of slayings that have preyed on the muscle-bound gangster's narcissistic love of pumping iron, often fueled by steroids. Preening in front of countless mirrors as they lift huge weights to bulk up their mass, the gangsters are hopelessly addicted to their self-indulgent regimes.
Steve was 49, you said.
That guy was 48. Ironically, it seems Muradian, who was nicknamed Fathead, had tried to give up the gym. So he had started, his people were warning him, you're too exposed, you're too vulnerable, you need to start working out at home. So he'd started working out at home and actually did a lot of posting of stuff he was doing at home, but he got bored of doing this stuff at home, and the lure of the real gym proved too much for him. And so he returned to his regular fitness routine, which gave killers their lethal window of opportunity. So including Muradian, there have now been 4 major hits at Aussie gyms over the past 13 months. 4 major hits.
Wow.
Fathead created the all-powerful Commission Cartel. They ruled Sydney's cocaine industry, but it proved no protection against the hitman sent to kill him. They pounced as he got out of his vehicle on the way to his gym at 8:15 in the morning on Sydney's east side. He died in a hail of bullets from 2 gunmen who fled the scene in a Porsche, and that was it for Muradian. There are, as I said, these other deaths. So a guy by the name of Taha Sabaj, age 40, was gunned down in front of his son outside Elite Fight Force, which is a mixed martial arts gym in Sydney Southwest. That was, like I said, just 3 months before Meridian. Comanchero's enforcer, Tariq Zahid, and his brother Omar were targeted at Auburn's Body Fitness Center in Western Sydney just about a year ago. The brothers were attacked as they stood in the foyer of the gym. Omar, 39, was hit multiple times and died from cardiac arrest in a pool of his own blood on the floor at the gym. And Tariq, 41, amazingly survived despite being shot 10 times, including once in the head through his eye.
Crazy.
I would have thought that was a tough one to survive. One Bikie source admitted there was a multi-million-dollar bounty on Zahid's head and that the Bikie boss had been told to lie low, but he was too hooked on his workout high to stay at home. A few months later, Bikie associate Levi Johnson, who was just 23, was stabbed and killed at a busy Brisbane gym on September 12th of 2022. So 4 assassins cornered him while he was leaving the car park after a dispute. It seems like maybe our friends down under should stick to at-home workout schedules.
I don't know. It goes to prove the point when if you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns because they have to have it's a very strict permitting process. When one of the fans, lifers, sent me, a picture of like 2 pistols that he had and told me the process. I'm like, holy fuck! But it happens. Still got them.
Yeah.
Right, because it started with a repossession of guns. That's how they had to do it. But when they go to repossess the guns, the bad guys turned in the guns. I doubt that.
Direct and live from your international correspondent, Ago. Hey, y'all. Changing my wardrobe from summer to fall, it's never easy. Luckily, Quince offers timeless and high-quality items I adore. Ensure my wardrobe stays fresh and I don't blow my budget. And there's nothing easier than going to Quince and choosing these high-quality items, like cashmere sweaters from $50, pants for every occasion, washable silk tops, and so much more. The best part? All Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes, and I love that. I got the stainless steel Link Apple Watch band for $59.90. It's heavy duty, it's awesome, and it's like $100 less than I could find anywhere else. And I also got a 100% organic cotton fisherman quarter zip up sweater. The color is alabaster. Man, I can't wait to wear that this fall. And Cindy got the Mongolian cashmere boat neck sweater in heather gray. And I'm telling you, these are classic pieces at a fraction of the price. Make switching seasons a breeze with Quince's high-quality closet essentials. Go to quince.com/RLRC for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/RLRC to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/RLRC. You'll thank me later. Hey, ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone support and supplement. It's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC.
Okay. All right. Woody, you know, when you're a detective and you have someone and you arrest them, and they have a unique identifying feature, for example, a tattoo, that maybe a victim says, you know, they had a teardrop on their eye or something like that. That's
like about a penis.
That's like Money in the Bank, right?
Listen, folks, it's
don't ruin my story. That's like Money in the Bank, right? Well,
something unique that other people don't
That's right. And so when you go to court, that you can use that as part of your prosecution. Now,
also just to get an arrest warrant and stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to go to Brooklyn, and a Brooklyn jail guard is now facing long, hard stretch behind bars. Why are you laughing?
Told you, folks.
Hard stretch.
A Brooklyn jail guard was found guilty of sexually abusing female inmates Monday after the victims gave matching accounts of his giant, stinky penis.
Wait,
stinky?
Stinky, as in smelly. But we'll get into that, Michael.
Okay.
A jury found correction officer Eugenio Perez guilty on 23 counts.
Scratch this now.
For forcing 4 women at the Metropolitan Detention Center to perform oral sex on him and propositioned a 5th. He faces life behind bars, believe it or not.
Fuck him.
The 47-year-old who bragged to his victims that his nickname was Cabello, which when I consulted Rosetta Stone on what that was, it means horse in Spanish.
Really?
Yes, that was his nickname. So he pouted and teared up as the verdict was announced while his wife and family members sobbed. Now, Perez previously sat stoically in his 2-week trial as uncomfortable jurors endured graphic testimony from victims about his huge, hook-shaped, uncircumcised, putrid pecker.
Wow. That's a lot of adjectives. Hooked? Wait, hooked?
Well, we got to get into it.
No, give me the adjectives again. Hooked.
Putrid.
Putrid. What else was
uncircumcised?
Anteater.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't circumcised. It was big. It looked like a hook. It was humongous and it was curved, one 38-year-old told the court. If it didn't stink, I would have been all over that shit.
I
swear she said it. She said it, y'all. 150-year-old.
We're supposed to believe this guy's wife is crying as what him on screen. She might have been crying.
No, he was crying.
But they said his wife was in the courtroom.
Yeah, she was sobbing too.
She was sobbing, yeah.
She can't sit on it.
She missed her stinky hooded anteater, hooked anteater.
Apparently.
I don't think I ever heard of a story of a stinky dick.
One 50-year-old former inmate described it as so big she wanted to throw up. It had a smell like he didn't wash or take a shower. It was a really strong smell, she said, through a translator. The feds were able to corroborate the woman's stories by getting a warrant for photos of his distinctive junk, which were shown to the jurors. This is true. There is no reason why any of the victims should know anything about his penis. They all remember things about his penis. How would we know these very personal and intimate details if they weren't forced to live through it? The jurors also heard of Perez's pattern of bringing the women up to secluded areas of the facility and then pulling out his pecker, ordering them to perform oral sex, and telling them to stay quiet. A fellow lieutenant, Carlos Martinez, was convicted of raping an inmate and another MDC guard, and he pled guilty in November to sexually abusing inmates. But
he didn't have a stinky curve.
He did not have a, yeah. So
Wow.
There you go.
Those ladies got raped.
Those identifying features. Yeah, when you got an anaconda, you just can't go around fucking everybody.
They did a scratch and sniff test or something for the jury.
Well, congratulations, Jim. Our audience just hit the skip button 1,430,000 times during the course of that story.
Well, that would be the second story in a row.
I think it was a great story. No, I mean, not for the
Didn't they do that in Porky's?
No.
Remember Porky's?
No, he had a mole on his penis.
Well, they had to ID him through the...
He had a mole. Remember the old
ball breaker.
Yeah, and his name was Meat.
All right.
That's right. His name was...
All right, y'all.
Jim knows everything penis related that's happened on planet Earth. And somebody needs to put you on a couch and just talk to you.
All right, we're going to Florida. Check this one out. This is so stupid. Listen to this. Police in Florida began dismantling structures on an island known for its drug use that was overtaken by squatters. There was a huge safety concern for us about whoever would be on that island with those types of structures out there, said Port Orange Police Detective Mike Wallace. The area dubbed Meth Island by social media users is dotted with various handmade wooden structures, including an elaborate 4-story tree house and other huts made out of old lumber and tree branches. The squatters also installed a trampoline and appeared to be in the middle of constructing a pool, which is on the island, which is located near the Dunlawton Bridge in Port Orange. Some of the squatters even outfitted islands nearby with booby traps to prevent others from visiting, which authorities say they will take care of in the future. There is evidence of drugs that have been done over there, alcohol that's been done. A South Daytona police lieutenant told the Daytona Beach News Journal. Last week, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office assisted members of the Port Orange Police Department, South Daytona Police Department, and Florida Fish and Wildlife by posting no trespassing signs at the squatter camp. You are ordered to vacate the island within 48 hours, the signs said. Police officials are explaining they did so because the squatter activity in makeshift buildings are dangerous to both the people who live there and the local residents, especially during hurricane season, right? All that stuff is going on to get thrown all over the intercoastal and that damage other boats, or who knows how far some of the wood can launch and possibly damage other property as well. The structures, which police believe are made out of wood, probably stolen from docks or scavenged, also threaten the island's mangrove population, which play a pivotal role in protecting the island. Police also lamented that the presence of trampoline and elaborate treehouse could entice kids to play in the area. All it does is draw attention for young kids to go over there, they said. They go to these islands and start having fun, and you start getting the alcohol in there, and they're jumping up and down on these trampolines, and that's when an accident is going to wind up happening. Well, no one was present on the island when authorities posted the no trespassing signs last week. The officers have not yet returned to the island due to weather issues, but plan to do so in the near future. In the meantime, local public works department has already begun dismantling some of the structures to clean the island and put it back to its natural state. And these motherfuckers got nothing else to do. What's this called is Ago's got his mansion on the shore, and he's looking out at the island where some dopers are at, and he's knocking down his property values. So they waste all these 4 departments had to go out there and post trespassing signs because of the trampoline and some dopers.
So
I mean, why don't they do that underneath the bridges and shit?
So there's a bunch of like little uninhabited islands off
we call them barrier islands, and they are very instrumental in slowing down storms when they hit. But you know, why they have tree houses and stuff is probably because it's more marshy with the mangroves and all that. And tide comes in and the water gets in and all that.
But it sort of seems like
it's not something that can be developed. Yeah,
not that bad an alternative as a place for these people to go.
Yeah.
They're either in our cities.
If I was there, I wouldn't be underneath the bridge either.
You know, and you're finding syringes on your sidewalk, or if there's
whatever. I want to know how the
little uninhabited island.
How they get a trampoline out there?
It would float, wouldn't it?
I don't think so. They're pretty heavy. Think about it, they got to be stuck to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, if you're carrying one, yeah.
When flooded when we had that bad flood here, they had a lot of trampolines float.
Really?
Yeah, floated to other freaking houses and stuff.
Oh, there you go. Only on Real Life Real Crime Daily.
That's it.
Congratulations, though. I think that was the first story without the word penis in this episode. So that's excellent.
I think Mike's infatuated with penises. He keeps ringing them up.
Just yours, Jim. Just yours. Okay. We're going to California again. We've been there a lot. We're going to save the Gucci's.
Oh, my God.
Popular slogan in California, save the Gucci's. A 69-year-old Cali woman was being dragged by a robber's car as she tried desperately to prevent him from making off with her Gucci shades.
Mess with the Gucci.
Later, she'd say, I'd do it all over again. The woman was enjoying a snack as she sat parked on Broadway in Alameda. So we're back in the East Bay again. About 3 p.m. Sunday when a white car stopped behind her and the driver walked up to her. He reached inside her vehicle, grabbed her purse. It contained her pricey Gucci prescription sunglasses. Okay, so there was a utility need here as well. And then he ran back to his car. But the feisty woman wasn't having any. She decided she was not going to give up without a fight. So she jumped out of her car and tried to prevent the thief from driving away. The footage showed her being dragged several feet. This is a 69-year-old lady, remember. I'm showing these guys the picture of this lady. I mean, 69, you don't want to be doing the car surfing there. So that was what pushed me to go after him because I wanted my Gucci glasses. She added, I'm pissed off because this guy was looking for somebody and I felt violated. I feel violated now, but I feel good because I put up a fight and I got back my Gucci's. The victim said she suffered a head injury and was left bloodied in the terrifying incident, but had no regrets. For me to fight all the way to the end, I feel good about it, she said. Police Chief Nishant Joshi urged people not to resist their attackers. Personal items, even Gucci's, can be replaced, but personal safety, that's something we never want to compromise. My heart goes out to her. I think the natural instinct or inclination is to go try to get your property back, but there's a lot of risks that come with that, and in this case, she was injured, the top cop added. A local resident also expressed concern about the woman's actions. Quote, Gucci's or not, it's still not worth the risk. No arrests have been made, and the case remains under investigation. And I'm sure the woman will be doing an ad campaign for Gucci.
One more, that photo.
That would actually be great.
Right. One more photo, one more step. Her head could have split.
Easily.
Banged off the cement, she'd be dead. Gucci. Get you Gucci.
I'd like to.
Gucci, go.
Yeah. I'd like to thank all of the Real Life Real Crime Daily fans on Facebook who have insisted that I become the new international correspondent for Real Life Real Crime Daily. Thank you very much.
Funny, I haven't seen any of those posts.
They were blocked.
We had to block Mike on these posts.
Suspicious.
So we're going to bring you to China.
Oh, you can have China. In fact, I'll give you all those countries over there. You can have all of Southeast Asia is yours, Jim.
Well, actually, this is not a light story. An 8-year-old Chinese boy was beaten to death by a martial arts instructor a day after enrolling in class. The student, who has not been identified, joined the martial arts sports club in Kangdao, Shandong to take a self-defense class earlier this month, but died a day after joining the class as a result of injuries sustained at the club, according to reports from Chinese media. The day after the boy joined the class, his parents were sent a video of his training that alarmed them as their son looked pale and had multiple bruises. Videos of the incident that were circulating on social media showed the boy collapse on the floor wearing a T-shirt that displayed the club's name on the back. In the background, a woman could be heard shouting that if the boy kept collapsing, his mom told her that she would not pick you up for 1 year. The video also showed a man attempting to prop the boy up while the child could be heard claiming to have been kicked by his instructor. According to Chinese media reports, which are always trustworthy, the child's heart had stopped beating 20 minutes before he arrived at the hospital where he was declared dead. The incident also reportedly resulted in multiple arrests, with the Qinyang branch of Qingdao Public Security Bureau saying 3 people connected to the club have been arrested and will face criminal proceedings related to the international harm leading to his death. Meanwhile, the club has been shut down as the investigation unfolds.
What was the name of the city?
7 years old, the kid was?
8 years old.
8 years old. Mm-hmm. His second day?
First day. That was his first day.
And they're beating the shit out of him?
By his instructor. And look, I mean, China is known for being very strict on everything from math. I mean, they'll take a ruler and pop you real good if you miss a math question.
Okay, but I think they teach you the math first, and then they ask you the questions.
Yes.
This is his first day. He doesn't know anything about. And I mean, that's.
I think it's horrible. Actually,
that is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's 8-year-old dead over that. So
crazy. I don't know, y'all. I don't get it. Let's go back to New York City. A 40-year-old woman and her 45-year-old boyfriend were indicted this week for neglecting the woman's 2 young daughters, locking them in a room, and leaving them to eat a foam mattress.
Oh, my God.
New York Police Department officers were vacating an apartment in a public housing building in the Bronx that had been inhabited by known squatters Stephanie Grabowski and Mark Russell. The apartment was in terrible condition with urine and feces about the place, and there did not appear to be sufficient food, amenities, clothing, or clean diapers. NYPD officers reportedly saw a doorknob tied with a rope-like cord. When they kicked the door, they found the 2 girls naked and bruised on a filthy sponge-like mattress on the floor, and feces, dirty diapers, and garbage throughout the room. The officers observed the children to be eating pieces of the mattress. The victims are 3 and 4 years old. Grabowski had a warrant out of family court because she reportedly ran away from Administration for Children's Services last year. Police took the girls to the Children's Advocacy Center and later to a hospital where medical personnel found they had significant bruising and marks in various stages of healing. The girls also reportedly had rashes on their bodies and difficulties walking, standing, and speaking. Grabowski and Russell were charged with 2 counts of second-degree kidnapping, 2 counts of unlawful imprisonment, 1 count of second-degree burglary, and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. The world is full of shitheads.
Eating a foam mattress.
You'd be starving.
Jesus Christ, man.
And there you go. Y'all, we joke around and cut up a lot, but this is still
those last 2
life,
stories.
Real crime. Real life, real crime really happens.
Yeah.
Wow. Jim's going to be envious of my next story.
Why is it a penis story?
Jim's going to be really mad he didn't find this story. I'll sell you. I'll right now live, Jim. For $20, you can have the story.
You go ahead. I like my story. Go ahead.
$20. Going once.
I'll pass.
Going twice.
Pass.
Gone.
All right.
Jim will not be telling this story. I'm going to tell you the story about Britain's worst flasher.
That's fine.
The international correspondent? Is that what the thing?
Well, I handle Europe. He has Southeast Asia because he does a great accent, which we all heard.
Yeah, hey, that really was good.
That was good. Yeah,
Thank
he's ordered a lot of takeout.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone is not taking any ownership of your accent. A man dubbed Britain's worst flasher, who has chalked up 170 offenses during his vile 51-year campaign of exposing himself.
51 years? He only did 171 times. How I do that in a weekend.
Yeah.
Jailed yet again. Prolific offender Paul Smith, age 65, has been in and out of court since 1972 when he was just 14 years old. At that point, he had repeatedly flashed his genitals at passersby. The pervert's sickening acts have seen him exposing himself to lone women at bus stops, children in gardens, all over the place. Williams has been repeatedly jailed, with judges having imposed court orders and making him complete sex therapy programs in attempts to curb his warped behavior. During various court appearances, he could offer no explanation for his behavior other than, quote, compulsive attention seeking or a, quote, reaction to stress scenarios. He also warned he will never be able to stop and told police he just wanted to be noticed.
Oh, man, put him in prison and get noticed every day.
Sounds like someone else sitting near me. He also, actually, I think I want to take this and put it next to Jim. And if we do one of those things where you put 25 years on the person, you age them, and we can age Jim by 25 or so.
Because I was going to say that picture was actually scared me.
Than that cat.
Yeah, Jim,
you are better than that too. But that's 25 years from now. All right, we're all going to look like shit. What do you mean, all right?
I was going to move on.
I haven't even gotten.
Oh, you're not done.
That was
still
freaking.
going.
That was
You're done. I'm sorry.
That was the intro, Penis Boy. Just hang on a minute.
Oh, my God.
Smith was arrested again last April after he targeted a bus full of revelers in Manchester City. The incident occurred only 2 days after he was given a suspended sentence in West Yorkshire. In the latest matter, he was foiled by a bus driver who spotted him gesturing for bus passengers to look in his direction as he waved his... Anybody? What's the word? Penis. Around for 2 minutes on a busy street. When arrested, Smith told police, when he got arrested, Smith told police, I was just running for the bus. At Manchester Crown Court, Smith was jailed for 25 months after he admitted to outraging public indecency. He will remain subject of a lifetime sexual harm prevention order, an SHPO is what it is called, and must register as, and has been for years, as a sex offender. Smith went to jail in 98 for 45 months for exposing himself to children in Bolton. He started taking his bicycle on trains to target victims outside of his hometown area. But in 2010, he was jailed for 6 years and was issued his first SHPO at Liverpool and was banned from making similar journeys. In 2014, he was jailed for 4 years. In 2016, he was held again. In 2020, he was sent back to jail after undercover police officers saw him dropping his trousers in front of female commuters while loitering at Piccadilly bus station. In mitigation, defense lawyer Jane Greenlee said, Mr. Smith simply cannot stop himself from offending in this fashion.
And they need to put him to death.
He has fully accepted the impact of his offending and did not seek to minimize it at any point. He is unemployed and has been caring for his father for a number of years. My options of dealing with you are extremely limited, said the judge. You're an intelligent man, but a man who realizes the impact of your actions, but are simply unable to stop yourself. So she locked him up.
There you go.
Is it over?
And now, Jim.
Wait, you don't have more?
I have another page.
Let's go back to
skipping through
1952 when Smith was in the cradle.
Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts to spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdown scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill. And calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV, and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday host and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Hey, y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glaze, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, and all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We've got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box right to my door. So see what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/real life. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had.
Yeah.
He did not. Well, he did flash people in the cradle.
Seriously,
right.
though, he got a lot of time at different times, but somebody like that, fuck him. Lock his ass up forever, right? That way your wife or my kids don't have to be exposed to his penis.
He never hurt anybody, though. He never touched anyone.
Bullshit. He did hurt kids' eyes.
No, he did, but he never, I mean.
That picture you showed me scarred me mentally.
But right. He belongs in an institution.
I agree. He doesn't belong in public.
All right. So in a hugely unselfish act, I am foregoing my Mile High Crime segment for today because I know all you listeners love this, and we have a game that we're going to play, a 4th of July game. Woody against Mike, winner take all.
An unsanctioned 4th of July game.
So we'll play that after we get through our segments, but I will be foregoing my Mile High.
What an altruist.
Bringing into Kinky Crimes.
That means it's time for Kinky Crimes, Woody Overton, which we will never forego.
Right.
Ever.
Kinky Crimes.
We love Kinky
Monday. Crimes. And y'all, chaos erupted in Florida after an 18-year-old climbed the roof of a home, prompting a 6-hour standoff with SWAT and hostage negotiation teams before a Boston woman decided to drive a golf cart completely naked through the middle of all of it.
That's one way to stop him.
Police say Jessica Elizabeth Smith, 28 of Boston, completely ignored commands to leave the scene, driving naked towards the house where the gunman was stationed. Now, you just figure this one out. This is dumb criminals mixed with this. Mike might have to give his up too. Deputy said Smith had a distinct...
Oh, no, he ain't.
Deputy said Smith had a distinct odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from her person, and she was completely nude. They said her actions put deputies at an additional risk of getting shot by 18-year-old Miles Abbott, who posted himself up on the roof of the home after fleeing police earlier. Deputies say Abbott fired a gun at nearby residents, climbed the roof of a house, and fired his gun at some point, striking himself in the right thigh. Here we are. Y'all will never believe where this is. The Pinellas
No,
Yes,
of course.
The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office SWAT team now. That stands for Special Weapons and Tactics for you. Though,
Wait, I thought you said Boston earlier.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it's Florida. I didn't say Boston, but Boston was the dude's name.
She was a Boston woman.
Yeah, you're not paying attention, Mike.
Well, she's a Boston woman. That means
Pinellas
She was
County
from Boston.
SWAT team who
there was a golf cart involved. I should have known.
In golf carts, all right, and their negotiator response team were called to assist after attempting to communicate with Abbott several times, but no avail. Around this time, Smith decided to drive naked through the crime scene, heading towards the house where Abbott was still stationed. Police were eventually able to get Smith under control. She was charged with resisting an officer without violence. After 6 hours, and specialized equipment like beanbag rounds were used. They got Abbott off the roof, and with help from the SWAT team, police were able to take Abbott into custody, and he faces a shitload of charges. In Pinellas County, you've just redeemed yourself. But
wow.
Abbott was
Naked
on the
on a golf
originally for a vehicular homicide charge, and this is the.
And we'll be posting a picture, and she's a pretty lady.
How in the fuck do you end up naked driving towards a shoot?
Hey, that's my kind of woman right there. Naked on a golf cart
Kinky
during
Crimes
a shoot. Yes.
for today.
Wow, the Pinellas sheriffs have been under the gun here. The AR-15 incident with the pool man, and now that.
Kinky.
Sorry, guys. We thought all you did was chase elderly and illegal golf carts.
Is it Banjo time?
It is Banjo.
Yeah, because I guess Mike ain't giving up his dumb criminal, is it?
No, not for your unsanctioned game. Okay. A bank robbery suspect in Gwinnett County, Georgia, which is Atlanta, is accused of making a crucial mistake following his alleged crime. Eric Rivers was arrested Tuesday in connection with a spree of bank robberies in Lawrenceville, Georgia, after he appeared. No, he didn't. He appeared in an on-camera interview with a local news station for an unrelated story. Police say Rivers was suspected of having just robbed a Chase bank and was believed to be in the midst of casing several other banks when he agreed to the interview with a reporter.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
Rivers removed his hat and do-rag, which he is alleged to have worn during the robberies, based on the security camera images released to police. Authorities say after the interview, Rivers proceeded to scope out a Fidelity bank in the area. As police investigated the reported robberies, a bank manager said the suspect walked towards the news truck after leaving the building. Police followed up the lead and were provided Rivers' name by the news station. The department offered advice to would-be criminals in a Facebook post where they said, when after having robbed several banks and you are at another bank casing the place for an additional robbery and are approached by a news crew in the parking lot, in capital letters, do not stop and agree to do an interview with said news crew.
Stupid.
Police allege Rivers attempted 5 robberies in total, but was successful in making away with money in just 2 of those incidents. And here he is with do-rag and hat.
Show that picture on Facebook. Here
he is without. And
that is a great one.
But I'm sure he gave a great interview.
Absolute love.
What a dumb criminal.
What a dummy.
All right, I got a game for y'all, and I'm going to give you the ground rules first because Mike always, when he loses, says it's because of the rules.
You won last time.
So here's the deal. We're going to do like a hit the table type thing when I ask this question. And when I ask it, whoever hits the table first answers. If they get it right, they have control. And I continue to ask them questions. If they miss it, the person who hit the table second would get an opportunity to kind of steal. So you keep going until you miss. So if you get the buzzer question right, similar to Family Feud, but we'll be able to follow it. So you're all ready?
Daily Feud. All right, I go.
All right.
We get 1 point for each question every time? Is that what it is?
Okay. Yeah, just 1 point for each question.
All right.
All right, and these are all related to the 4th of July. And here's your question. What city held the first celebration of independence?
Philadelphia.
Ding, got it right. You have control of the board. Second question.
I don't even have to slap it. It's my
Right. You have control. Mike, now if you miss, Mike gets an opportunity to steal.
Got it.
Every Independence Day, how many times does the Liberty Bell ring?
1777. 1776.
Michael?
Mike's just
I think Mike would know this one.
Mike, you were just there the other day, bro.
When I say it, you're going to be like, of course.
24.
A lot closer. The answer is 13 for the 13 original colonies.
There you go. Some hands back.
So nobody got that. So
Hey,
Woody
Mike,
still maintains
You
control.
hear that sound? You got it wrong.
Woody, what was the name of the newspaper that published the Declaration of Independence?
Philadelphia Inquirer.
You're close, but not quite. Mike, you know that one.
Another one.
Mike has no guess.
Times Picayune.
The answer is the Pennsylvania Evening Post.
Oh.
All right, so nobody got that. Woody still
Everybody
have control.
knows that, Jim.
Still have control. That was the hard one. The 4th of July commemorates what document? Woody?
So it's Declaration of Independence and Declaration of Independence?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wait. Didn't we have to bang? We didn't have to bang in for that one?
He has control.
Because you never got one.
You can't get control until he messes
you are
one and you ain't.
losing.
I'm down 2-0, right?
That's
Right.
correct.
Okay.
On the Declaration of Independence, who had the largest signature?
John Hancock.
Correct.
Mike's thinking we scammed this, but we didn't because I never win a game.
Who is the author of the Pledge of Allegiance?
Marvin Gaye.
No. Mike, do you know?
Jim Chapman.
Correct. No. No.
Who was it?
During World War II.
Wait, you didn't say who it was.
Oh, Francis Bellamy. Sorry. Not Scott Key.
Right.
During World War II, where was the Declaration of Independence stored? They actually stored it somewhere different. A lot of people didn't
it's
know
gotta
this.
Be in one of the vaults. I would say Fort Knox.
Correct.
Boom.
How many stars and stripes does a U.S. flag have?
God, I'm going to be embarrassed for this one. 50.
50 stars.
Yeah. And I want to say 13.
Stripes?
Yeah.
Correct. Look at you, Woody Overton.
Yeah, but this control the board thing.
Well,
I mean, I knew every one of these answers except the first one. This is stupid.
Every July 4th, what is the most commonly consumed?
Alcohol.
What's your chance to steal?
Wait.
Every July 4th, what food is most common?
I didn't hear the word food. Hot dogs.
Yeah, I was going to say hot dogs.
Mike got that right.
That's right.
Hot dogs, apple pie.
All right, Mike, it's your turn now.
See what you know there, Ago.
Who gave the Statue of Liberty to the United
France.
States?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, knows that.
What was the total number of people who signed the Declaration of Independence?
13.
Well, you know it was more than 13, Mike. 56.
Oh, I didn't get a chance. 56.
Well, you're correct. Well, that was the last question. So what do you win?
You didn't say anything about how many questions there were.
Mike hates
Congratulations.
this game.
Congratulations,
his
Woody.
face.
That's just...
He's going to put up another video.
He's going to put
This is bullshit.
That was the best ever because I could feel the heat emanating off Aga right now. I can't wait to see what kind of genius comeback he's going to
And
have.
look, he cannot say that he didn't have a chance because he had 4 or 5 chances to steal and he didn't have the answer.
If I
had
had
4 or
heard
5 chances to steal.
If I'd heard food, I definitely
You
would've
could
got
have
hot
stole
dog
the
right.
name of the newspaper one. You could have stole the author of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Here's what you did. You asked a bunch of questions that everyone on planet Earth knows, and then you asked a bunch of other questions that no one on planet Earth knows. That is not how you build a thing like that. You don't do that.
Hey, that was his game. His
I actually
rules.
knew
you played
but
it.
This is my fault because he was not sanctioned to do fucking games, and we let him do a game.
You were not sanctioned on your story.
My story,
but you did it.
Was, you show me where a single audience member asked for this. Not a single one asked for this. We're doing.
They ask for games every time.
We're doing
we get that all the time.
I guess I'm gonna have to come up with the next game to make it even.
Oh my God!
Let you two battle it out. Hey, good one.
Thank
Classic.
you.
Hey,
Thank you. Hey, happy
Mike.
4th of July, everyone.
Absolutely.
Look, we need to let them know about a little schedule change for this week.
Yes. So let's do that. Happy birthday, America. I want everybody to be safe, have a great time. The first fireworks just went off in the room because Mike's head just exploded. But tomorrow, we're dropping a original remaster, but with some additions added onto it, an update of one of my all-time favorite episodes, Duty on the 4th. And then Wednesday, we will not be having a regular real life, real crime daily drop because Mike's head still will be exploded and we'll all be driving back and forth and doing whatever we got to do. Or Thursday. And Thursday either, y'all. So y'all enjoy your holiday. We're going to enjoy ours. Happy birthday, America. And it has to happen sometimes, right?
We'll be back at you on Friday.
Be back at you on Friday, large and in charge.
Maybe Mike will have a game for us.
He might. You never know.
He might get
He's so
seriously
pissed right now, y'all.
He's not playing either.
Maybe Jim will have a penis story. You never know.
There's a good chance of that.
Hey, seriously.
Until next time,
Happy
I'm
birthday,
Jim
America.
Chapman.
And I'm Woody Overton.
And I'm Mike Agovino.
Your host of Real Life, Real Crime Daily. Peace.
Shove business.